All right, we've made it to our last interval presentation. This one deals with the minor seventh, major seventh, and perfect octave. Sevenths are very wide intervals, or at least relatively wide compared to what we've been listening to so far, and they're also somewhat dissonant, while the perfect octave is probably one of the most consonant sounds we're going to hear. Let's start with a minor seventh. Minor seventh, abbreviated lowercase m7. This is equal to 10 half steps, or logically 5 whole steps. And when it's written on the staff, it must be separated by 5 letters. So A to G would be a generic seventh. When we look at our ladder, we are going to start on a C, and we're going to move up our 10 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That puts us at A. We're going to drop down that we're still at 9, and then 10 for A sharp, B flat. Well, we need it to be a seventh, so we're going to select B flat. And notice that when we use this, it's very clear to see that from B flat to C would be a major second. So we can see that complementary interval very clearly in this example. Just like the major second is somewhat dissonant, the minor seventh is also somewhat dissonant. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Puts us at B flat. And this is what that sounds like. C to B flat. Let's listen to that one again, down an octave. You can feel it has a kind of a similar feeling to a major second from B flat to C, except that we've got a low C there. Okay, and there's our complementary interval by going up to the octave. Written on the staff, we've got our low C to a B flat, and you notice that they're both line notes or both space notes, and there are 2 things in between. For a major seventh, we're up to 11 half steps, so that would be 5 whole steps plus 1 half step. And written on the staff, it must be separated by 5 letters again, so A to G. And remember that 12 half steps is an octave, so we're 1 half step away. That would make the complement a minor second, right? Because it's a half step away from the octave, it does tend to kind of want to lead up to the octave. So if you feel a strong leading sound there, that probably means that you're hearing a major seventh. If we look at our ladder of chromaticism, we're going to go up to A again, which would be 9, excuse me, plus 2 more, 10, 11. It puts us C to B. And again, if you just want to go down a half step from C, there is your 2 letter names that you'll be dealing with. On the keyboard, we're going from C all the way up to B, and this is what that sounds like. And again, I'll do it down an octave. If I were to bring that low C up the octave to the high C there, we'll have our half step. So you can hear the major seventh isn't quite as dissonant as that, but there's a similar quality to it. Okay, and if I wanted to play it as a leading sound, I would go like this. Up an octave again with the leading sound. Notice that the minor seventh doesn't have quite as much of a pull. Actually, the minor seventh kind of wants to lead down, whereas the major seventh wants to lead up. Written on the staff, we can see that it's still line to line up there with no accidental starting on C. For the perfect octave, we really don't have to do anything because we're going up an entire 12 half steps, which is just going to bring us back to C. So really any letter to itself an octave higher will be a perfect octave. Again, starting at C, up to C, there we have it. extremely consonant. Not too tough to hear, especially compared to the sevenths. And this is what an octave looks like in notation as well. Low C to third space C on the staff. Quick review, minor seventh is 10 half steps. It's complemented by the major second. Major seventh is 11 half steps complemented by a half step or a minor second. And then your octave is just one note plus 12 steps up, and you'll get to that same exact note again.